There are 3 different C's in Blox Fruits, in which you can use specific fruits which will make you level up way faster than other players. And not only just leveling up, you can also participate in some fun activities along the way. So in today's video, I will be telling you guys the top 10 best fruits in all C's. Starting off with the first C, we have the light fruit. This is undoubtedly the best fruit for beginners in Blox Fruits. This fruit has some very cool abilities and also deals a good amount of damage. And also, whenever you guys eat the light fruit, you will also have the light sword, which is also another very good weapon for farming. And yes, it does not stop there. The light fruit has the fastest flight in the game out of all the other devil fruits. And that is the best thing, since you guys will be switching islands every 20 minutes. So with that being said, let's move on into the second best fruit for first C. Here we have the flame fruit. This is also another very cheap yet super strong fruit for the first C. It is an elemental fruit just like the light fruit, so all the little enemies will not be able to hit you guys and you can easily farm levels in the first C. And not only that, the flame fruit has some extremely high damage and also deals burn damage. So yeah, let's move on into the next fruit. Here we have the smoke fruit. If you don't have a lot of belly and you want to have a strong and good fruit for farming, the smoke fruit is the perfect fruit for you. I'm not gonna be explaining every fruit in detail because that will make the video too long. So let's just move on into the next fruit. Next, at number 4, we have the ice fruit. This is also another very cheap yet very strong fruit for the first C. Whenever you guys eat the ice fruit, you will also receive the ice sword, which is a very good weapon for farming. But keep in mind, the ice fruit does not have a flight ability, which can be very annoying in the first C, so you guys would have to deal with that if you are using this fruit. But other than that, it is a very strong fruit. And lastly, at number 5, we have the magma fruit. This is a very strong fruit for farming in the first C. The only reason why I ranked the magma fruit at number 5 is because it does not come into stock that often, and also it is quite expensive for the first C. But other than that, this is probably the best fruit for farming bosses in the first C. So with that being said, let's move on into the second C fruits. Starting off at number 1, we have the Buddha fruit. This is obviously going to be at number 1 on this list because it is the best fruit for farming. The reason why I did not mention this in the first C is because it is extremely difficult to get in the first C. But yes, this is overall the best fruit for farming. But after some time, the Buddha fruit becomes very boring and eventually you will want to switch to another fruit. So let's move on into the next fruit. At number 2, we have the light fruit. And keep in mind guys, the light fruit can be awakened in the second C, which will basically upgrade all the moves, and the light fruit will do a lot of damage. And don't forget, the light fruit has the fastest flight in the game, as I said earlier, so you guys will have no trouble traveling around the map. At number 3, we have the magma fruit in the second C. The magma fruit is not really meant for farming at this point, but it is worth using for defeating sea beasts and raid bosses, since you will be doing that a lot in the second C. For example, you can go defeat some sea beasts if you want to earn a lot of belly, or you guys could go kill the dark beard if you want to get a lot of fragments. So for that reason, the magma fruits can be very useful for you guys in the second C. At number 4, we have the blizzard fruit. This is yet again another very strong fruit for farming and also quite decent for PvP, since in the second C, that is the beginning of when you will start to fight other people, and also you will face bounty hunters. Yes, bounty hunters. This is the most annoying part of Blox Fruits which you will have to face, and the blizzard fruit can deal with them very easily. But keep in mind, the blizzard fruit is a legendary fruit, so it does not come in stock that often, but when it does, you guys can obviously buy it. And lastly, we are moving into number 5, the rumble fruit in second C. This is also another elemental fruit which is good for farming and also for PvP. Since a lot of people want to experience PvP in Blox Fruits and are struggling to find a good fruit in second sea, I would highly recommend them to use the Rumble fruit. This is a very easy yet a very strong fruit for PvP, and if you guys are just starting out learning how to PvP, I would highly suggest you guys to use this fruit. But of course, I would recommend to level up to the max level before you get into this stuff, but if you do, you can use these fruits. And now we're finally up to the third sea. At number 1, we have the Buddha fruit yet again. If you are trying to get to the maximum level and you are trying to do it very fast, the Buddha fruit is the best for that. But as I said earlier, it is the most boring fruit as well, so you would have to deal with that. But other than that, there is no better fruit for farming than the Buddha fruit. Now at number 2, we have the magma fruit. This is such a good fruit for the third sea, and especially when you guys awaken it, the magma fruit has the highest damage in the game. So for defeating sea beasts, leviathan, terror sharks, or any other sea events, the magma fruit can be very useful for you guys. Then at number 3, we have the portal fruit. By any means, the portal fruit is very bad for farming, but it has one ability which made me rank it in this list. Basically, with the portal fruit, you can teleport to any place on the map. To some people, that might not seem very useful, but if you guys are doing some super long quests, for example, if you are awakening your race, trying to get observation haki v2, or you are simply trying to get the Yama sword, the portal fruits can be very useful for those types of things. You can just teleport in an instant and you are done with all the tedious stuff. So for that reason, I had to rank it at number 3 on my list. Now at number 4, we have the mammoth fruit. The mammoth fruit can be one of the best fruits for farming sea events in the third sea, because when you guys transform, you will not drown in the water, which makes it very good for defeating terror sharks, leviathan boss, or might even doing other types of sea events. And also on the plus side, it has some very good abilities which can help you guys do a lot of damage and which will most likely make your life a lot more easier. And lastly, at number 5, we have the dough fruit in the third sea. The awakened dough fruit, especially if you guys are trying to PvP, is a necessary fruit when you guys are starting out in the third sea, because when you guys are using the dough fruit, you will learn the concept of combos. You will also know how to predict your enemies' locations and stuff like that, which makes it a very good learning fruit. But yet again, the reason why I ranked it at number 5 is because it is extremely expensive and not everybody can get it. But if you guys trade for it for like a few days, I think you can definitely get the dough fruit and you can learn how to PvP in this game. So yeah, those are the top 5 best fruits in every single sea in Blox Fruits. If you guys enjoyed this video or agreed with it, please make sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you guys haven't already, please make sure to join my Discord server. You guys can find other teammates while you guys are doing some trials to awaken your race v4, or you guys can find some people to trade with, or do some leviathan hunting, sea beast hunting, terror shark hunting, and every other activity which requires you to have other players. So make sure to join my Discord server down in the description. And while you're at it, make sure to also hit that subscribe button. We are trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. With that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.